Hello there you guys, welcome to another one of my live videos, and today I'm going to be officially updating you on some more breaking news now. Apparently Manchester United have now weighed up the move for Thomas Lemar from Monaco. And as we're all aware that it's been a main priority target for Arsenal in this current transfer window. For the entirety of the window, they have been negotiating. They have tried to materialise a deal with the current club. Lemar was adamant he did want to leave. Even the journalist had confirmed before he would make the move to the current to Arsenal. Arsenal have had 3 bids rejected now for Thomas Lemar, but now apparently Manchester United are prepared to put in £55 million for the player. He feels unsettled at Monaco. He's a player that plays on the left. He's a player that who scored 14 goals and got 17, I think it was 17 assists last season. Hit the form in the Champions League last season, played a main part, and won the La Liga with currently Monaco as well. But apparently now it's looking like even Perisic is going to be securing with Inter Milan. We've missed out on him. We've gone for Ronaldo. Looking like now we have currently missed out on Gareth Bale. We have turned our attentions on Thomas Lemar. So you think potentially could we land Thomas Lemar if necessary? Maybe not now. As I said, Monaco are on the verge of losing Mbappe, so they may not want to lose any more of their players. They've already lost 2 of the players to City. You know, they've lost Bakayoko. We know they've raised funds for this, but Monaco don't want to sell all their current best players. But now we're getting nowhere with Bale. We're getting nowhere with Perisic and all that. He has turned his attentions apparently on Thomas Lemar, and he has put 50, potentially we're willing to put £55 million in for the player. A player that's skillful, good in the air, good at giant forward, good at putting balls into the box, fantastic feet, you know, good genuine pace, as a kid say. But could potentially happen. I think he's is he on a contract? I think he's on a contract with by Monaco as well. But apparently we have stepped our interest up in the current player, as I did say. Also, as I'm going to update you on today is about Sergio Roberto, the current right back for Barcelona, who can operate as a midfielder as well. Apparently, the manager of Barcelona's had to say he's still an iconic figure. He's still an important player for the current team, and he'll be demanding. He's still an important player, and he may not want to offload the player. He hasn't really said much, Sergio Roberto, regarding his current future, but he's got a 36 million release clause. He has been at Barcelona now for 10 years in total. He has made 154 appearances for the club, but it's going to be hard, really. This is going to be hard in a way. It's going to be hard for him to get that first team football. He wants them regular starts. It's going to be hard for him now that Barcelona have got that Paulinho win. You know, they're looking to get other players in as well. It's going to be hard for him to get his name in the team. But apparently, he's got a 36 million release clause. Chelsea are interested in the player. Manchester United are interested in the player. But we've got Valencia as our advanced right back. We've still got Darmian there. So would he be guaranteed football week in, week out with Manchester United if he was to come to Manchester United? But he's got a 2-year contract with the club left as well as Sergio Roberto. But he may be considering the move, but I think he does feel unhappy because he's maybe not guaranteed the first team football at Barcelona. But we'll see what happens. But apparently now from Chelsea, they may be willing to. They've made it clear is regarding Eden Hazard, who's been a Real Madrid target, who's been a Barcelona target, because he did snub Real Madrid off before, and he said he would like to join Barcelona. He probably would elevate to that higher level with Eden Hazard, but Chelsea have made it clear he could be available in the region of £109 million to Barcelona. If maybe Barcelona are prepared to offer Sergio Roberto as part of the deal, which there has been talks about this, then Chelsea would consider maybe lowering the price tag if they were to offer Sergio Roberto as part of the deal for him to go to Chelsea. But we know of Eden Hazard, he's been at the club 5 years now as Eden Hazard. You know, he plays in that instrumental role. He plays in that number 10 role at Chelsea. He's skillful. His passing ability is absolutely fantastic. But they may have to consider in sanction Eden Hazard off. If they do want Danny Drinkwater in there as well in the mix, he wants to be guaranteed first team football week in, week out, because Chelsea still got a midfield of Kante there, who won the PFA last season. They've still got Fabregas, but he's currently banned at the moment. They've got Bakayoko, who's just recovering from injury and stuff like that. So they've still got quite a few players in that midfield, Chelsea. So they may want to offload one to get Danny Drinkwater there in the mix. If Chelsea are potentially prepared to pay £40 million anywhere for Danny Drinkwater, are they prepared to pay that? I don't think he's worth £40 million because he's not exactly at a big club. He has been at United in the past. He's been at Cardiff, he's been at Huddersfield and that. But Danny Drinkwater is considering the move. But obviously that's their main priority target to replace Matic. But Chelsea have had a £15 million bid rejected for Danny Drinkwater. He's got a 4-year contract with the club. But they've also had they were preparing to put a new bidding in the region of £25 million. I thought Matic and who was it now? Kante were good in the middle of the park last season, but they're now looking to add Danny Drinkwater to reunite with Kante, who Chelsea did pay £30 million for, who was good at Leicester with Danny Drinkwater as a partnership, and that's what Chelsea are looking for, and that's a main priority target for Chelsea, to get Danny Drinkwater in the current mix. But his performances were good, so that got him his name in the England squad. Danny Drinkwater, he has been at Leicester since 2012. He is currently 2 years younger than Matic as well, and Leicester are demanding they want £40 million for the play. So Chelsea may try and offload Eden Hazard, get the funds for that, and get Danny Drinkwater on the board. So Eden Hazard apparently could be available. As I said, it's saying they've put £109 million out to Barcelona. I think he's keen on the move to Barca. He's also been interested in going to Madrid. Which team do you think he'd operate well in? Do you think he'd look better at Madrid? Do you think he'd look better at Barcelona? I'm not quite sure, guys. I'm not quite sure. So I'm not quite sure on that situation. But with Hazard, he's a class player. Chelsea still know he's an essential player for the team. His performance is fantastic. 16 goals last season. With the Bale situation, there were talks the other day that apparently Chelsea had made negotiations with Real Madrid over Bale because they still had that interest in him. And there maybe Chelsea did suggest out they were willing to sanction off Hazard as part of a deal for Bale, which Real Madrid presumably would have gone away with. It just said it in a report. It may not have been true what had been said, because some of the media is not true what he suggested out, but this had what been said. But Barcelona has Chelsea made it clear they've put £109 million out for maybe Eden Hazard to go to Barcelona, but we know Barcelona are looking for 2 or 3 potential replacements. They're probably on the verge of getting Coutinho, on the verge of getting Dembele, and their third potential signing may be Eden Hazard, depending on how things currently plan out in that situation. So we know with Chelsea, they just had another bid rejected for Alexis Sandro, who Juventus are reluctant and resisted to sell. Juventus are not going to sell him anywhere. But Chelsea still looking to get another 3 players in, at least in this current transfer window anyway. Chelsea are still looking to get another 3 current players in. I've got something else to update you with. Tottenham now, I think, are on their way to making their first dramatic signing of the summer. They have been frustrated because we know Tottenham have been consistent for the last couple of years. They've got a stadium. They've still got world-class players in there, such as Dele Alli, Harry Kane, who won the Golden Boot last season. But they're the only team so far, the top teams, that haven't made a potential signing. That's why they would be frustrated with Tottenham. But apparently now, as I updated you the other day on Davinson Sanchez from Ajax, apparently now Tottenham have been in negotiations and discussions with Ajax over the player. The player himself had been in discussions with Pochettino. It was before it reported it was an initial fee of 28 million pound. As I did say, he did miss the first game of the season with Ajax. His performances for Ajax in the Europa League were fantastic last season. I think last season he made first 2 appearances and scored 6 goals. But he's a player that Ajax had bought him for £4 million off Atletico Nacional. He had signed a 5-year contract. Ajax were confident. They were going to offer him a new contract to keep him at the club. But I think he wanted to leave the club, did Davinson Sanchez. So he would be potentially replacement for what's his name, Kyle Walker, because we know he's another versatile player. He can play at centre back, he can play at right back, which was Kyle Walker's position at Manchester City, with Tottenham, anywhere. But apparently now they've come to an agreement. A fee has been agreed with the player. Potentially, apparently now this could add up to £40 million, which I think they was demanding anywhere. Apparently this is 27 million up front that Tottenham have agreed for Davinson Sanchez, plus add-ons are included as part of the deal, well, which initially could add up in the region of £40 million. So I think it's now nearly fully agreed. They have agreed the full-on fee. He will be due a medical, I think, sometime this week, will the player. But yeah, it looks like Tottenham have now announced their first significant signing of this transfer window. It looks like they are going to be currently now getting Davinson Sanchez on the board from Ajax. And I think he to come and experience the Premier League, this is what he wants. He wants to be in Champions League football and stuff like this. He wants to elevate to that higher level. It'd be interesting to see how he performs in the Premier League, this player. But apparently he's agreed a fee has been agreed of £27 million up front, and add-ons which could end up adding up to £40 million for Davinson Sanchez. So that's big breaking news also. But as going back to the topic of development with Thomas Lemar, apparently Manchester United are preparing to put in a 55 million bidding for the current player. But Arsenal looks to set they have missed out on the current player now, because they're looking to keep Sanchez. Arsenal looking to keep Chamberlain also, and Chamberlain and Ozil in that matter, even though their players are coming to the end of their contract. So Arsene Wenger is still convinced he can keep them. We know Ozil and Chamberlain are suggesting a higher pay rise in their current wage. Chamberlain's demanding 150,000, Ozil's demanding 225,000, but we'll see. Anyway, guys, that's everything to update today. Drop your comments, likes below on my channel. Subscribe as always. Take it easy, guys. I'll see you all later. Bye.